Hey guys, Andre Ricks here. Today I'm coming at you with a small Brickmania haul video. I think that it's fairly obvious, but as you can see in front of you, I've already removed the figures from the packaging, and that's mainly due to the fact that I plan to actually use them on the mock that you see behind you. Of course, that's the Battle of Gettysburg mock, so that's why they've been removed from their packaging. But besides that, I haven't really played around with them, positioned them on the mock, anything like that. So they are fresh out of the packaging. What I will say is that I managed to get two more of the Juneteenth soldiers and three more of the 1st Minnesota Volunteer soldiers. Now, of course, these had a 2-figure limit on the website, but I was able to, through both resellers and other means, I mean, really just through resellers. I don't really think that there are other means that I could possibly get these, but I was able to get a few of these figures in addition to kind of the 4 that you're technically limited to if you're just ordering straight from Brickmania. As I said in the past, I really don't like Brickmania's 2-figure limit, especially that they've instituted for these kind of historical figures that you need lots of quantity for. I think that it really limits your army building capabilities and really limits the customer to how many that they want. I would have bought easily 20 each of these figures if there wasn't a figure limit. Now, of course, there are people who wouldn't like that, and then there are people who would understand why I'm doing that, but at the end of the day, I want to be able to purchase as much product as I want from this, and it's disappointing when they create those artificial figure limits. That really prevents me from doing that. And it makes me have to resort to buying stuff at a resale price, at a huge markup. So that's really not ideal, but kind of it is what it is right now, and I hope that it changes in the future. But anyways, you guys have seen these before on the channel, so I don't really think that there's much to go over. This, of course, is a corporal rank, as you can see from his arm right there, and then this figure is from, I believe it's 2nd Corps, which was Hancock's Corps at the Battle of Gettysburg in the Army of the Potomac. And of course, as I said, this is the 1st Minnesota Volunteer, which was a regiment within one of Hancock's brigades that very famously took a stand during the fierce fighting around the center of the Army of Potomac's line. So these are really awesome figures to have. Of course, each of them also comes with a perfect caliber Springfield rifled musket. Now, of course, Brick Arms calls this their caplock musket, but what it really is it's trying to represent a Springfield rifled musket. So I'm always pleased when I'm able to get more of those. I hope that eventually I'll be able to have many dozens of each of these figures, but I feel like that's probably a far off possibility and maybe even impossible, simply due to the fact that the constraints that Brickmania places on ordering and on the customer. So I don't know if that could happen in the future. But as always, this is a very, or as I said earlier, not as always, this is a smaller Brickmania haul, but I felt like, it was worth making a short little video on because it is 5 figures, that isn't small for some people, definitely small by my standards, but for a lot of people, this is a pretty decently sized haul. So I'm very pleased I was able to pick this up. I might, I don't know why I said I might, but I might pick up a Brickmania kit in the future that's coming out on pre-order. Of course, coming up, depending on when this video goes up, there is Medieval Bricks Month. I believe that's what they're calling it, where they have Roman and Viking stuff, along with, I think, maybe some other stuff. I'm not entirely sure. So I'm considering getting a pre-order from that line. However, I do feel like you're paying a mighty high price for essentially what is a tan square box of bricks. So I'm still debating on that. So keep an eye out for that if you're interested. But there's really nothing else to add to this haul. I'm just very pleased that I was able to pick up a few more of these guys to add to the diorama. So as always, guys, like, comment, subscribe, do the normal stuff, and I'll catch you next time.